Hey friends, welcome back to the Generous Poor. I'm Lori, and today I'm cash stuffing our May 1st paycheck, a total of $2,901. Before we get started, I just want to say if life feels expensive right now, it's not just you. Groceries, gas, eating out, it all adds up fast. Even though I budget every single week, I still have moments where I look at my receipt and think, wait, that's how much? So, this video is about being intentional with what we can control and giving ourselves grace for the rest. So, let's reset our wallets, pour something light and refreshing, and stuff some envelopes together. Today's mocktail is the one I call cucumber citrus calm. It's fresh, simple, and honestly, it just feels like May. All you need are a few slices of cucumber, juice of half a lime, and I also put a lime sprig in here, or a lime wedge, sparkling water, and if you've got it, a sprig of mint or basil. I did some lime because I didn't have any mint. It's not fussy, it's not expensive, and it's just a quiet little ritual that reminds me to take a breath, especially on money days. So if you're stuffing with me today, uh, pause, go grab yourself a drink or even a glass of water, maybe throw some cucumbers in it, and let's pour a little calm into our budgets. So I'm going to set this off to the side and I'm going to grab my wallet and take a look and see what's left of April. I have to say, it feels like usually my second week is, I never have enough left. So we're going to see. So Lori has $10 left. And again, the only reason I only have 4 envelopes or 5 envelopes in here is as they empty in my wallet, I take them out and put them in my overflow binder because no sense walking around with empty envelopes in my wallet. So $10. Actually, let me grab my overflow binder so that I can put it right into the leftovers into the categories, unless I'm putting it in I'm going to put this behind here so that it sits up. This is my little marker. Okay, so $10 is going into Lori. I'm just going to roll that into overflow. And so now that has $50, $60 in overflow. Let's put that right here. And then date night, we're coming in on fumes on date night. $2. We stepped out a little bit this past couple weeks because it was nice to just get away and grab dinner with my husband. Nothing's pricey, but just to kind of get out of the house. Buffer, it has 10. I'm actually going to roll that into my buffer. Also, I'm going to roll most of this stuff into my overflow because it just feels like everything is so expensive these days. And so a little bit of padding inside I did use all my dining out. A little bit of padding inside my binder is not going to be a bad thing. And then household has 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's put that in here. So I'm going to put that in here, and then I'm going to grab my envelopes are right here. I do this every time I stuff. It helps me check in with myself and notice where I was over and under. And I honestly knew before even going into my wallet what was going to be expensive. And honestly, meal planning has been my biggest ally the last couple of weeks with grocery prices just skyrocketing. Having a plan and a list when I go grocery shopping. I know it sounds basic, but writing out your dinners each week, checking what you have, and really using what's left in your freezer and your pantry it is a game changer in our family. Prices are so up, feels like portions are smaller, and these sneaky little increases show up every week. I feel like I blink and groceries or strawberries are $8. So I'm gonna put this in order of how I'm going to stuff this week's paycheck. So groceries, dining out, household. And I made these envelopes a little bit smaller so that I could use my traditional wallet. That just works for me, and I enjoy it. And they're small enough that they don't get all caught up on the sides of my wallet. And then kindness is my giving. And then Costco, I'm actually thinking about taking that one out of this, because if I go to Costco, I usually take it out of my grocery budget. And then buffer. And actually, I'm going to actually take out business as well, because I stuff my business binder. And so there's no sense in me walking around with just a business envelope in my wallet. So let's grab our cash. And I went to the bank today. And here is let's put this off to the side. So this is my teller slip. So 2,902. And let's count it. Let's start that over. So that's 1,800. Let me grab my calculator as well. Got to move all this stuff over. So we have 1,800. And then let's grab the 50s. $5.50. Some of these are pretty nasty. $300. I don't know. I've been getting really nasty bills lately. It feels like they've been like in the laundry or something. They're bad. $120. Let's put those right there. I got a lot of ones. My fives are the worst. $65. And then I'm going to break these in half. That's 20. It's 11. That's 25. And that's 11. So there you have it. 2902, which is what we're cash stuffing today. So I'm going to put this off to the side and grab my, I'm going to grab my, my cash planning sheet that I did earlier, pull that out, and I will actually have that off to the side. So I'll be working off my cash planning sheet that I did a couple days ago. to see what is going in each. And we are a bi-weekly paid family, so I'm going to be stuffing for 2 weeks, but I put week 1 into my wallet, and then week 2 into my overflow, and then I transfer it on week 2. And even though we're not paying tuition bills this summer, which is a small miracle, the kids are coming home soon, and so my grocery budget is about to double. And it's not about just the food, the groceries. We're going to be doing coffee runs and snacks, and people want to go out, and it all adds up fast. And we'll probably take a trip or two, which I love, but I need to plan ahead, and that's why I'm putting more, or I'm keeping more in my overflow and not kind of putting it in my savings, because I know that I'm going to be using it, because that stuff is not cheap. And so if your budget looks different in the summer, just know that that's totally normal. We're doing real life, and real life requires adjustments and different things like that. So let's start with groceries. Groceries is going to get $7.50, so it's going to get 6 100s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 50s, 2 20s, and 2 5s. And so we'll do 5, 5. So my wallet gets 1, 2, 3, 50, 75. So $3.75 for the week. So we'll put that in there. And then 1, 2, 3, 50, 75 goes into groceries. And groceries has a little bit of overflow, so we'll just add that to that. So now groceries has 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, 5, 25. So $5.25. It's like stuck on something. Feels good when you start filling up your wallet, and you're after a week of a lot of spending. And then, so now we're going to get, dining out is going to get 200, so 100 for this week. And then 100 for my overflow. So now dining out has 150. So we'll put that in there. Household is getting 100, so it's getting 250s. So again, this is just shampoo, paper towels, different things like that. And with the kids coming home, we go through that a little bit more. So 51, 52, 53, 54. So 54 in my overflow for household. I apologize. I got a phone call. So where were we? We are now in Lori. So Lori is going to get 200. So I did 200 here. Again, life happens. Life happens. And again, I think I was saying that until the summer, until the kids go back to school or wherever they're heading to, I will be putting all of my extra savings back into my overflow, because we will be using it. So date night is going to get 150 for 2 weeks, and so it's going to get 50, 70, and then 5. So that's 50, 75 date night. And date night and dining out, I sometimes commingle. I just wanted to be intentional about checking in with my husband and having sort of a night for us without the kids. And I don't know why that's not going in there. Let me pull this out. And so I made separate envelopes, but sometimes I use it for both of us, both of them. So let's see how much date night. I think it was only a couple dollars, so $2. So now date night in my overflow has 50, 75, 76, 77. So, and I am thinking about retweaking some of these. Oh, and this week I did go up in Pearl. So Pearl is going to get 20, 30. So I'm giving her $5 a week more because I need to build up a little overflow. She gets groomed and she gets treats and different things like that. And I was only budgeting 25 for her food. But I really want to kind of make it exactly what we're spending. So I did add $5 a week. And we'll see how that works out for us. Because I think I had to pull out of from my buffer when we took her to the groomer last time, which was fine, but I kind of want to be intentional on what we're doing. Giving is going to get 40, and that is going to be $20 a week. So that is going to go into here. And again, this category is for the extra things. Like there's a car wash this weekend for a local nonprofit in our town. And my cars are, I don't know about you guys, but our cars are green from the pollen. And so it's been a little bit crazy. I did put in 100 for business. So let me just put in 50. Actually, I'll keep it in here and I'll put business into this one. And I just won't carry it around unless I need to grab the money out of here. I'll grab it. And then buffer is also going to get 250s. So $50 for each week. This is sort of like a life insurance policy. You're somewhere and you're like, woo, I went over in this and I need it. So now buffer has in the overflow 50, 100, and 10. And so now our wallets and my overflow are done. Boy, that feels pretty good. I love when my wallet is filled for the week. It just feels fresh and like a new week. New opportunity to make good choices. So let's move in now to our celebrations binder. Oh, let me move my teller slip. So my teller slip can sit over here. So celebrations is going to get, so we have a birthday coming up. So I did 50. So we're going to put 50 into birthday. And let's grab this. So each icon is, so I'm going to put 50 in here. So each one is 25. So I just added 50. So we should have 100. We should have 200. So 150, 200. So that's right. So the tracker is right. In fact, I might even do this off camera. And then, so I'm not doing it on camera and wasting everybody's time. I might do my trackers off camera. So birthdays, in fact, that's what I'm going to do. Anniversary is going to get 10. So now anniversary has 70, which is right because it says 60. And so again, I'm going to do the trackers off camera. It takes me a minute to get them all straightened out. Celebrate is going to get 10. And that's the first time I'm stuffing it. I was going back and forth between taking this one out. But I kind of like it in there off chance that we have something to celebrate. Valentine's Day is going to get 5. So now Valentine's Day has 20, 25, 30. So we're going to put that in here. Easter, we're just building Easter back up. Easter has nothing because I emptied it out last weekend, which was wonderful because it served its purpose. So it's going to get 5. So it has $5 now, and I have a year to build that one back up. It was incredible. Mother's Day is going to get 20. So now Mother's Day has 1, 20, 40, and then it's going to get another 20. So now Mother's Day has 160, and that is fast approaching. It's in another week. I feel like April just flew by. Some of these months just kind of drag on, and I feel like April really passed by quickly. Father's Day is going to get 20, so 50, 70, 80 in Father's Day. 4th of July. I'm kind of going fast on these summer ones or going a little bit more than I did before because it's right around the corner. So 20, 40, 50 and 4th of July. We usually have some people over, have a barbecue, different things like that. Thanksgiving. Oh, we're skipping Halloween. We're going to Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is going to get 20. So now Thanksgiving has 20, 40, 65. Halloween, we just get candy. Our kids are now older and they don't really do much in terms of holiday parties and different things like that. We're just at a different season now, and we're in the kind of adult-ish kid era, and they just have different needs. And then New Year's is going to get 5. It feels like it's, I used to think when they were younger with all the diapers and the 20, 25, 30 in New Year's, with all the diapers, it was like, oh, I can't wait till this is over. It's got so expensive. But now it's like, we're talking big time expensive. So that is going to do it for my holidays binder. Now we're going to move into this binder. And emergency fund is going to get 100. And that is going to be, did I do a 100? Yep. So now it's got 200, and then it also has money in the bank. And I usually pull this money out when I do my cash unstuffings, or my cash condensings, because this is emergency money, so it's better to have it sitting in the bank instead of sitting in my envelope. So 1 month ahead is going to get 25. So that's going to be, so now it has 50, 70, 90, 100, and then it's got more money in the bank. And then we're going to move to deck, which we are getting ready to do, and that one is going to get 100. So I'll just tuck that in there. So that's $100 for deck. And then I know when the kids were young, it was like, oh, we're doing this and we're doing that and all this stuff for the house. And now all the stuff is breaking. And so you have all these upgrades that you have to do. So $100 into upgrades. It's not even just emergency money. It's more like our refrigerator is 20 years old and the computer panel just went out in the front and now we have to replace it. So that'll do it for this binder. Okay, now we're going to go into kindness, our giving binder. And RA of K is random acts of kindness. So, if you have a friend that's down or somebody needs a little extra something, that's what this is for. You want to send some flowers to a friend, or you want to treat a friend to lunch, this is random acts of kindness. And I think it's important to stuff that envelope. So now we're going to go to giveaways, because I'm at almost 425 subscribers. And so I think maybe around 500, I'm going to either give away one of the mini wallets that I, giveaways is going to get 10. And that has 10, 20 now. Give away one of the wallets that I tested out. I was testing out the A6 and the A7s, and I actually found out that I don't like to fold my money. I like to keep it in a longer wallet. So there's that. I just feel like when you fold your money, you don't know what's in it. And it ends up being like, the office supply is going to get 25. So now I'm going to move to my second page. You don't know what's in it. And when you go into it, it's like, feels a little chaotic. And so that's harder for me. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my travel binder. And my travel binder, this is for summer fun and different things like that. I will, I think, be going through my binders and changing some of my categories. But for now, this is what it is. So Fun Fund is going to get 200. Girls Trip is going to get, and again, I'm going to go through, do my trackers off camera. Girls Trip is going to get 25. And now Girls Trip has, and I don't have a Girls Trip plan, but in case it does, 20, 40, 50. This is like one night out of eating or something like that. And then now we're going to close up we're going to close that up, travel binder, and we're going to now move into our savings challenges. But let me get, so I'm going to go into my 5K savings challenge, and I pulled out last week 14, 15, and 16. And so it is, I'm going to pull out the exact amount, which I have today. So 14 is going to get 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I fold it into thirds. That seems to be the best way to stash this money in here. I don't know eventually if I'm going to have to go through this and pull these out because it's too thick, but for now it works. So 10, 15, and again into thirds. Someone said it was easier to start at them back and then move to the lower denominations. I have not done that. And so now I'm kind of nervous because I'm going to get into the big area, the big bills. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I won't pull 3 envelopes. I'll just pull like 1. So here's 14, 15, and 16. So let's find that. And then now next week I'll do 17, 18, and 19. And so let's go into our tracker. Oh, I don't think it's in this binder. Let me pull this binder back out. Where did I? Oh, here it is. So it's my 100 envelope. So I just have to change this. And we did 14, 15, and 16. And so then next week we'll do 17, 18, and 19. And that just helps me when I go to pull out my cash and I do the budgeting on what I need to do. So there's that. And then now we will go back. So now this is done. Close that up. We'll move back to my savings one. And what I decided to do this week was Friends. This is my savings tracker from Wallet Well. It is so cute. And I did season 1 last week, which was $10. And this week is season 2, and it's $20. And this is their Friends rewatch savings challenge, Blake's. And so we're going to put $20. Oops, we're going to put $20 into this one. And so now the Friends has $30. This is just a fun way to save a little bit of extra cash. And then my 5K, that is in my other one. Gosh, I need to wrap this up. It's like I'm kind of all over the place. So we are moving into now May. So this is my May. Let's put my marker back here. And so we are going to do the first 2 weeks of May, since we get paid bi-weekly or bi-monthly. So it's 115 and 87, so that's 202. So we're gonna do, I'm not a good bubble. I was never good at this when we had to take tests in high school and college. I was never good at all the bubbling. And that is gonna be, I don't know why we have an extra 100, but 202. I must have missed something. So now we have 202 in this one. Close that up. And let me look through and see. Business buffer. Emergency. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I did with that 100. But that is it for this cash stuffing. Happy May to everybody. My wallet's ready. I hope this video helped you feel a little less overwhelmed and a little more grounded. Budgeting isn't about being perfect, as you can see with my leftover 100, but it's about paying attention and trying again when things shift. If you like this video, I'd love if you gave it a thumbs up or left a comment. I'm new to this cash stuffing community, and so I'd love to hear how your May is shaping up, or if you're prepping for kids home from college or just home for the summer. I'd love to hear how you're planning for that. And if today was hard or the budget didn't stretch as far as you hope, just know you're not alone. You're doing something really powerful just by showing up. So thanks for spending a little time with me today, and I'll see you soon. Until then, keep pouring into what matters.